Good morning, dear student. Good morning, dear students, and welcome to your moral science class. This is chapter number 5, and the name of the chapter is It is in giving that it is in giving we receive. And the moral of the chapter will be to be generous. Let's read the chapter and see the explanation and have the explanation of it. Just kindly hold on. A beggar heard that the king was to pass from the road where he lived. The beggar was very happy. He said he had heard that the king gave generous alms and expensive gifts. He was receiving a bowl of raw rice from someone when he saw the king's chariot and ran towards it. The beggar managed to push himself through the crowd. He reached in front of the king's chariot and shouted praise for the king. The king stopped the chariot and called him to ask who he was. The beggar said, I am the poorest of your subjects. Your Majesty, poverty does not leave me and follow me everywhere. I have not eaten anything since yesterday. The king looked annoyed. He asked, You have nothing for your king other than your own story. Give me something, he demanded. So, this story is about a king and the beggar of his country, or if a beggar that lives in the kingdom of this king. The beggar heard now we read in the story that the beggar had heard that the king was very generous person, and that he had always been giving uh, valuable gifts to the poor and needy people. So as soon as the beggar heard that the king was on the way and is going to pass from the way where he lived, the king is going to pass from the place or from the way where he lived. The beggar thought to meet the king, and so he pushed himself. Pushed himself means he somehow managed to move from the crowd and reach the king. And as he reached the king, he shouted, Praise the king. By the word praise the king means he just wished king, and he was so loud that the king was able to hear him, and he stopped his chariot, the vehicle on which the king used to take the ride. He stopped it and said, asked the beggar who he was. The beggar told, I am the poorest of your subjects, that I am the poorest person in your kingdom. And your Majesty, poverty does not leave me and follows me everywhere. And the beggar further told the king that I am the poorest person of your kingdom, and my poverty doesn't leave me, means the situation of my doesn't leave me, and my situation follows me everywhere. I'm not being able to lead a nice and a happy life. So the king got annoyed and he said, You don't have anything to give to a king rather than your story. Here the king demanded for something. He said, Give me at least something so that I can give you something. The beggar has just received a bowl of rice. Further, the story says the beggar had just, sorry, further the story says the beggar had just received a bowl of rice from which he took out 10 grains and put them into the king's hand. The king sat down on his chariot and left, leaving the beggar cursing and shouting. The beggar was angry and thought of how big a miser the king was. Now the beggar thought that he will give 5 grain and he will immediately get a return gift from the king. And when he found that the king gave nothing, he took the 5 grains, sat on the chariot and went away. So this made the beggar very annoyed, and he became angry, and he started cursing and shouting that what a miser the king is. He took 5 grains from a beggar and did not give anything. When he cooled down, he begged in the village and reached home at night. Now when he cooled down means he got angry, he got annoyed for a long time, and slowly his temper got normal. His anger decreased and his temper, he reached to the normal temper, and then he begged which was his work, and reached home at night. He saw a bag of rice in his house. He thanked his luck and immediately opened the bag and put his hand in the rice. He was surprised to see a gold grain. He immediately understood that the king had sent. Just a second. Yeah. So when he reached home, he found a bag of rice, a sack of rice there in the house. He thanked his luck. He thanked, oh God, finally I got something. And then as he opened it and put his hand inside it and he saw a gold rice, he understood that this was given by the king to him. He understood that the king had sent him the bag. He emptied the bag of the rice on the floor and started searching more gold pieces. After searching thoroughly, he found only 10 gold grains. The king had given back what the beggar had given to him. The beggar cursed himself and thought why he had not given the whole bowl of rice to the king when he asked. It was he who was a miser, not a king. Happened, the beggar emptied the whole sack, the bag of rice, on the floor and started searching very intensely, very quickly. He was searching through the rice if he was able to find some more gold grains, and his luck was there. He found how many gold grains? He found 10 gold grains there, and then he understood this is the 10 grains that he gave to the king. And now after realizing that he had given the 10 grains, if he would have given the entire bowl, then the king would have given the entire amount of gold grains to him. So he started realizing this, he started cursing himself now, that why I haven't given the entire gold, the bowl of rice to the king. If I would have given, then the king would have definitely have counted the number of grains and would have returned me the same amount of gold grains, and I would become rich. Now, and at this point only he realized that it was the beggar who was the miser, not the king. The king, being a king, asked something, and beggar, having a particular thing, still took out a very little, thinking if it would finish, then what would happen. Children, you must be generous in your outlook, helping other by deeds and by giving what you can easily. What can give easily does not cost anything. Remember, it is helping that and giving that we receive God's blessing. Giving away what we may not need is the quality of generosity. We must possess generosity to receive God's blessing. Further, we study that the moment the beggar realized that he was miser, put him in a guilt that he should also be as generous as the king was. The king asked him to give something, and the beggar should quickly or immediately give in the bowl of rice to the king if he was generous. But since he was a miser, unselfish, he thought about himself only and didn't give the king what the king was asking. And on the other side, the king, being the richest person of the country or the kingdom, took a small thing from the beggar and returned the same amount with a huge value. So one should be generous, and you should be generous towards other. You should not always expect someone else to be generous toward you. You yourself should be generous to others. You should try to help others by deed, and you should try to help out by giving them the things that doesn't cost much to you. When we give, then we always say that if you give, then God gives you more. If you help, then God will help you more. If you love, God will love you more. Whatever you give to others, God will give the same thing to you. So always try to be generous, always try to be loving, affectionate toward others, be helpful, be kind to them, so that God can be the same, do the same action towards you also. Because at the time of need, we want God to do anything, just appear and do and solve all the problem. But that doesn't happen. It's what we do as our deed is recorded by God, and it's the same thing which He pays back. So just try to be generous, try to be helpful to other, and it is with this attitude and Yeah, it's with this attitude only that you can receive the generosity or blessing of God. So this was the small story, and it tells you to be generous, to be nice and kind to people. Children, please kindly go through the chapter, read the chapter, find out the doubts if you are having any, and just kindly let me know so that we can discuss it in the class. If any confusion or problem is there, for the copywork, you would write down the word meaning from the book. Here is the word meaning. You will kindly copy down the word meaning in your copy as I had already told you. You will copy the words, then you will draw a line from the center and copy the meaning on the other side. Don't do this kind of work, it's just not acceptable by me. So kindly copy the word meaning, and I would be sending you the question answer for the next class. Have a good day and study very nicely.